AFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On play action, Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard, finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey. Swim.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going with the football.
Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Prescott on play action. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
So he gets caught trying to extend the play, and he ends up watching them score on an interception instead.
And what's the old proverb, Brandon? Discretion is the better part of valor. Certainly applies here. You have to admire what he tried to do, extending the play and trying to make something happen. But he definitely needed discretion. Throw it away, run it, do anything other than throw that pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25 on second down. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. On second down, it's Pollard.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott now. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Going quickly out to the right side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start with a give to counter.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He's going to air it out deep for Green, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph, and the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It's caught. Tolbert. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jalen Tolbert
from 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point line up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's Murray from midfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw, it's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
A tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray.
This will be swung out here for counter.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They're going for it. It's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Murray now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe under pressure, and they got to him again. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I like defense, okay? Let's go. It's a no-score deep.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's got to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs. I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Now look at this. They get the turnover. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning.
About that. And a crazy situation we just saw there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 52 yards.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets straight for us. It gets straight for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, they get him what again, Charles? 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone. We overuse that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get this up to about the 44. Now a second down and 6.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Marr, and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Prescott on first down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is in. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. That should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20 and up to about... yard line just across the 25.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Sets to throw on fourth. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?